I just stand in the line, a long line of what God did here. He did this to me here, and he's going to do some other stuff over here. If God's blessed you and you've gotten too associated with the blessings that God's given to you, and your identity's tied up in that, and then you drop in a little bit of insecurity and fear about the future and this kind of thing, then your ears get a little wax in them. You know, you don't hear so clearly. Not only that, you don't want to, because of fear, you don't want to reach out and have people tell you the truth. And so it's a little bit of a catch-22. And so I think at that point, you actually need peers in your life that will speak truth to you and that you will listen to them. You actually need even younger leaders around you, that you listen to them. You know, humility is fragile. It is very, very fragile. You know, you can be broken one day and, man, the next hour, you know, that gets eradicated and you're full of yourself. And so, you know, we have to intentionally harness our lives and intentionally embrace brokenness and listen and understand. You know, we got to believe what we preach. The ministry was never about us. God's been hitting straight licks with crooked sticks our whole lives, and He's used us in spite of ourselves. And I think the older we get, the more we have to play that tune. We have to remember the faithfulness of God. And I think it's in remembering God's faithfulness and remembering the things that cannot be explained about your life and your ministry. Remembering God's hand on your life, which gives you a healthy detachment of your personhood from the way God's used you. But we've got to remember, it's always been about Him. It's always been about Him. And the truth of the matter is, you know, when we die, somebody's going to kick some dirt on our coffin. No matter how great we were, they might sniffle and cry a little bit, and and they might be a long funeral. But when a man of God dies, nothing of God dies. He's going to turn around and say, next. And so I think it's living with that eternal perspective. That I just stand in the line, a long line of what God did here. He did this to me here, and He's going to do some other stuff over here. So I better get this ready over here for this, and I'll be up in heaven celebrating Jesus. So.